Gents, there's been times over the last 2 seasons as an Everton fan I've been a sneeze away. Probably all the way song away from jumping into the River Mersey. Let me tell you today, coming to the new season, full of optimism, as you do on the first day of the season, and then the team sheet gets read out, Neil Maupay up front. Now, I'm not going to have a go at Neil Maupay. What I'm going to do is have a go at the guy that picks him, Sean Dyche.
Why? Who else would you have played, mate, Jamie?
We've just got the lad in from Spurs, Gabby. We've got the lad in from Spurs. We've got Dobbin. Now, does he go to Dobbin first game of the season and go, son, I believe in you. Go and run riot. Now, Neil Maupay does not score. Now, guys, you've played at the top level. You're in the Everton side today, and you're midfield, and he picks Maupay up top. He just cannot score. What are you two thinking?
I do look at today, and I look at the watching the game, me and Jamie, the amount of chances you had, and
you're banging trouble.
18 shots for Everton, no goal again, no Calvert-Lewin, no sign of him. It's scary, isn't it, again?
But, Gabby, do you know what? Take it back even further. Connor Cody, 4 million. The guy, I know people are up, the guy wanted to sign for Everton. He's 4 million quid. Now, Dyche came in very early on and bombed Connor Cody. Now, if Connor Cody's not good enough to play for Everton, what is Michael Keane? Michael Keane is a liability. So this is the big thing about Sean Dyche. His decision-making is woeful. And if you look at his career, this big thing about he's defensively tight, over his career, he's conceded more than he scored.
Jamie, I was watching the game today with Jamie O'Hara here, and I says, you can't lose your first game of the season at home to Fulham. You can't do it. You know, this was a must-win for me for Everton. I know it's the first game of the season, but you've got to start. Yeah, you've got to start off on a positive note, haven't you?
Gabby, there was a gasp. The team sheet got read out. Maupay up top. We all knew. We knew. Now, no one's going to, we're not going to cave in first game, but Dyche, there was a period last season when Dyche must have gone to Maupay and said, you're getting the next 4 games no matter what, son. You're playing the next 4 games. Then 4 games, we didn't score. He plays Michael Keane. This thing with Sean Dyche, I don't buy into him. Why would he play Neil Maupay up top when he doesn't score when you've got Dobbin?
Well, he ain't got no one else. He ain't got no one else. I know you bought Danjuma. He's a winger. But are you going to play up front?
Even as a winger, would he do any worse than Maupay today? Even as a winger?
Well, unless you try him up there and see, you don't know. I don't disagree with what you're saying. Maupay's nowhere near good enough to play for Everton Football Club. No. But the problem you've got, and Sean Dyche has got, is, well, you ain't got anyone. It's a shambles.
Jen, take it back in the point about Dyche's decision-making. Connor Cody, 4 million quid. Why would you get rid of Connor Cody and keep Michael Keane?
Well, he's had Michael Keane, hasn't he? He's had him for a long time. Had him at Burnley, knows him, he trusts him. That's why he sees that's someone that he can rely on week in, week out.
I trust him as far as I can throw him, Jamie. He's a liability. He is an absolute liability. But this season, we have got to get a striker. And do you know what? There was the new manager.
There's been another goal since James's partner. Wait, there we've got to go to Steve Harbison.
It's Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 1, and it's another debutant, Moussa Diaby, across from the left-hand side, flicked on by a Newcastle player, and Diaby's 8-10 yards out from goal, middle of the goal. He has a shot, a little bit of a deflection, and gives Pope no chance. Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 1.
Nah, this is a game that
what
we've been waiting for.
What are you saying now?
It's a proper football match.
Football teams. Yeah. Aston Villa. Heads don't go down. What a goal. Diaby. I told everyone about Diaby. I picked him in my Aston Villa, Man United 11. Diaby. Remember the name, Jamie?
No.
Diaby.
I want to go to Jamie quickly. Back to him. Jamie, you still there?
Yeah, still here, Jake.
Jamie, what did you make of the disallowed goal? Now, before I come on, I was speaking to Adrian and Trev. He said there might have been a slight handball, but Leno makes a big mistake, drops it. I think that's a goal.
From where I was sitting, Jamie, it's we're always going to dispute anything that's given. But I think what we were surprised of the guys around by us is VAR. Why wasn't it? Why wasn't the game stopped? And I think by all accounts, I think if they'd looked at it, the goal would have got.
They did look at it, but they obviously just went with the on-field decision. I was amazed that they didn't give the goal, to be honest. I know there was talk of a handball, but I don't think the refs saw that. I really don't.
Jamie Gabby, though, just before I go, if you were in Everton's team today and you look at your manager who for leadership and he picks Neil Maupay, have you got confidence in your manager?
Jamie, I'm going to send you a Neil Maupay shirt. Your ass.
I could not believe when Neil. I thought I was dreaming. I could not believe it. I would not have put any money. When I was looking at first goal scorer today, I just went past Neil Mulpey.
James, all you've got to worry about this season, and you've got to hope and pray, is that there's 3 worse teams than you. Because let me tell you now, Everton are going to be right down there. They are struggling this season. And what I've seen today from other teams like Luton and Sheffield United, I think you'll be all right. I think Sean Dyche will find a way, like he always does, to keep you in the Premier League. But it's going to be a long old season for you, James. So buckle up.